Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, we're back in the writer's room. You guys, the response I have gotten from the first couple of episodes of this that I put out has been incredible. A lot of you have asked me to keep going, so here we are. So if you want to hear the uninterrupted podcast, it's in just like that, the writer's room. On this channel, I do reactions and I pause a lot and we talk through it. Just like we're sitting together and talking. I talk to you, you guys talk back to me in the comments. So let's pick up where we left off. They're interviewing Samantha Irby. She is there to discuss the first two episodes. She's one of the writers of the show. Also, the man speaking is Michael Patrick King. He's been involved since the beginning. And we have Julie Rottenberg and Elisa Zuritsky.
Now what?
Now what?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's exactly what we're saying about the series. Now what?
Now what?
Which is so many people's lives.
The design of the first episode is calculated by us in the writing room.
Continuing on, you guys. They're still kissing their own asses. Look how clever we are. Look what we did.
To say, here they are. The very first scene looks exactly like with talking about Brady's semen. And
I cannot handle this clown world anymore. Why is he still talking about this? This is disgusting. Brady is a 17-year-old character. He's not an adult. Why is he obsessed with the semen?
Ruth Bader Ginsburg dyed her hair. It's very Sex in the City. Bang, 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 bang. Back and forth, jokes, fast fun.
Sorry, I think I slipped on the semen and hit my head. Where are the jokes?
And then it transitions in that second scene in the restaurant where they started talking about podcasts and the future. And it's designed to give you everything you want. And I believe if we had done that first scene every episode again, the audience would reject it.
It's so funny that they are so proud of themselves. And even the way he's speaking with those deliberate pauses and talking like he knows what his audience would have rejected. And the irony is, here we are rejecting this bullcrap that they're peddling on us.
Even though they want it,
they don't want it. They don't want it now. They enjoy watching a time capsule, but they don't want to watch a time capsule now.
What makes this different than a time capsule?
And here's where they try to convince us that we don't know what we want to see and that they know better.
They have new circles of friends. They're not each other's only friends.
And yet they still don't know how to interact with people and behave like humans.
They have friends who don't look like them. I mean, the fact that Lisa Todd Wexley sits down with Charlotte and Carrie and Miranda go off, that made me so happy because
to do that.
We all have different friends, even Julie and I, who are writing partners and spend, 95% of our time together.
And perhaps if you got new friends and were around different people, you might realize how bad your show sucks.
We still have friends
But that's a significant moment for us because what we were trying to subliminally say is Carrie and Miranda have gone. And LTW sits down at the table. She deserves a seat at the table. And she didn't sit there when there were three because we didn't want to say she's the fourth.
She's Samantha, right.
We didn't.
Right.
She sits down after they leave. And it's important. And there's another weird thing that I love that we came up with in the writing room is that suddenly you're seeing a black man who's a musician who you don't know. And you're like, why? What's happening? What am I watching? And then you say, I don't know who this is. And then you see, oh, this is Naya's husband. And then you meet, she's more than a teacher. We're going to follow her. And then you think, well, I don't know what this has to do with the show. And then she comes down on the subway and Miranda's the background.
One of the characters that we made you love the first go round, we're going to make her the background and completely clueless and basically an imbecile and not know how to interact with other people.
She's the
Miranda's
annoying
the
student.
supporting character.
You hit the nail on the head with the annoying part.
So we did a crossfade, and Miranda's inconsequential to this woman's life.
It's like they're secondary characters in other people's lives, which is
that was
so much
It's
fun.
radical and funny. And I remember when it first came in, people were like, what's this? Why are we watching him? I said, because you have to. You have to learn new people. We have Che Diaz, who is played by Sada Ramirez. And
oh my gosh, you guys, I can't. Che is like the worst character ever written in any show, maybe, possibly ever. It's the most unfunny, unlikable character. And I'd love to know, I wonder if they'll get into it, if who is responsible for that mess.
Greatly. We had big conversations in the room about who this character was going to be. What haven't we seen?
Like, especially once we knew it was Sada, I was like, oh man, Che's so hot. This is like Che.
Oh God, you guys, it's Samantha Irby. She's back. This is her voice, and of course she wrote Che. Ugh.
Che's my Mr. Big. I mean, the thing about the new characters that was so exciting to me is like building these people from the ground up. Like, it was really great to have Carrie and Charlotte and Miranda, and we know them, and you know, we can like instantly jump into their heads. But it was really amazing to like mold these new people. And Che was especially exciting to me because they are so many things that we haven't seen.
You're right. We haven't seen Che. Let me tell you a little about Che. Che is somebody who brings tequila to somebody who just had hip surgery. Che is smoking a substance that I can't talk about on YouTube at a funeral. And again, at somebody's house who just had a major surgery. Che is on the stage pretending to be a comedian and saying the least funny things I've ever heard in my life. You don't have to tell us about Che. We've seen Che. We're good on Che.
Before, like, all of the women are funny, but Che's professionally funny.
Yeah, you may need to go see a doctor or something, or get a dictionary, because I don't think you know what funny means.
And Che's like so charming and so sparkling.
When is Che charming or sparkling? When do we get to see that? Because we haven't seen that. And actually, you know, something I've wanted to bring up, so I'm going to bring it up here, and I'll probably bring it up on Thursday's episode as well. I don't know when this is airing versus that, but who cares? I was a huge fan of the original L Word. The remake, not so much, but the original one was fantastic. So when she talks about this charming people that you can't resist, you know, in that role, I think of, gosh, I'm going to mix all their names up, but Shane, maybe. I don't know if charming's the right word, but, you know, just that edge to them. I think of Bet Porter, you know, like this gorgeous gallery owner, just amazing, you know, just very interesting person. Che does not describe any of these. This is not Che.
And I was really, really excited, like, when you came up with the Che character and as we sort of built the layers of what makes them, that was super, super exciting to me. I mean, especially since Che aligns most closely with who I am. Like, we all project ourselves.
So in case you missed the earlier episodes, this same writer speaking, Samantha Irby, said she mostly aligns with Miranda. So I would say the two most insufferable people on this series right now to me are Miranda and Che.
Onto these characters, so I was super excited. But to even have like a small hand in what is happening in the lives of these characters that are so beloved to me was incredible.
It wasn't a small hand.
Yeah. You'll be happy to know there have been a number of times, whether we're on set or watching a cut or listening to music, that Michael will say, Samantha will hate that.
Okay, so number 2, episode 102, which is called Little Black Dress.
Okay, so they're getting into episode 2. I think this is a good time to cut this. We'll pick this back up because I'm not done roasting these guys yet. And you all seem to be very supportive about these episodes, so let's keep talking smack about them. Again, I love your comments. I do read every single one of them. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you disagree with me on something. I respect it. We can have we can have a conversation about it. It's totally cool. We can still be friends. But I am very curious to know your thoughts on everything. Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful week or weekend whenever this gets posted, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye bye.